All right, cool. So, yeah, I just wanted to touch base with you and see like kind of how things are with the job. And yeah, just see how things are. How do you feel? Uh, how have things been since you've been working?
That was good. So I started off probably like 4 or 5 months ago, and I immediately as I joined, I got thrown into this project, this Lambda project. Well, we use Lambda, and so basically the project was automating the our login process, automating a login process for an app that we give to the government that we produce to the government. So we're automating that login process. Um, just to make it smoother, just to make sure that whole process is smoother. And so the goal was to streamline authentication, making the process faster, more secure, and scalable. So that project, it was hard. It took me legit 3 months, and I was on working on it. So it took me 3 months to get to the final buzzer of the project, and then it was successful. So it was stressful at first, like it was very stressful, but then as I was able to work through it, I'm saying I've learned so much, like now I feel comfortable. Like I'm not worried about any project that they're really gonna throw at me because I know that I have the skill set to figure things out as I go, essentially.
And real quick, do you feel like what you were learned in the program, the cloud engineer program I have, do you feel like that kind of helped you in terms of like
Oh, yeah, for sure.
that mindset?
For sure. Because in the program, we have projects, we have coding challenges and also uh action steps and things along those lines. And it's not always smooth. So you'll give us what needs to be done, but the process getting there, it wasn't always smooth, even in the boot camp, even in your course. And so I think, like you had always said in the course, is that we're getting paid to be problem solvers. So like the problem is not always going to be, or the result is, or the fix to the problem is not always going to be quick. You know what I'm saying? Like you're getting paid big bread to problem solve.
Mhm.
And so as I kept like as I was working and working through each step of the project, I just kept telling myself like, yo, this is what you're getting paid for. Like this is at the end of the day, they're paying you because they don't know how to do it. So they're paying you to do it. So all I'm doing is just problem solving. So I mean, and it's just and it was getting annoying at first because it's like you keep trying and failing and failing and failing. But I mean, that end goal, that end success feeling, that joint was
How does
I
how,
mean,
how does that feel like when you finally figured it out?
it was great. Like I felt like a freaking genius, bro. Like and then I don't even know how to explain. I legit was in my house yelling like, ah, I'm legit, bro, screaming, bro. Like it was a good moment. It was great.
Okay. And then because literally at your stage when you got your first job, I was thrown into a project and I didn't know what I was doing. Like I didn't even have the information that you had, right? Because
Mhm.
I learned on my own. And so in terms of like where I am now, I feel super confident to be able to tackle anything that I do not know, learn about it, troubleshoot, and get to the end result. And because I feel like my skill level, like I leveled up. Do you
Yeah,
feel like you kind of leveled up with this?
for sure. For sure. I definitely leveled up. And then that level up made me go into the next project even more confident. Like I'm low key getting cocky with it. You feel me? Like that's just what it is. But I'm on my third project at this point, and I'm killing shit. Like I'm getting like my team is telling me I'm doing a great job. Like I'm killing shit. So it's good. It's good.
And so like that process of like going through being in the fire, like not figuring it out, that is like literally a sucky feeling. But like now when you like figured it out, of course, like dopamine hits, like you're feeling good and stuff like that. You get to the next problem, and then you solve that. Like, how do you how do you how do you feel about like when you figured it out and you learned about more in depth about what you're doing, do you feel like you're kind of like slowly loving, liking like cloud more? Like now that
Oh, sure. For sure. I mean, the learning with the cloud, it will never stop. Like I just feel like that you can never know everything when it comes to cloud engineering. So there's always something new that you're gonna run into, you're not gonna know how to do, and you're gonna have to go through that same feeling that you went through on your first project of where you're in the fire, you don't know which way is up, you don't know which way is down, and you got to figure it out. So it's like that feeling is always, I feel like that feeling is always gonna happen. But I think the thing that's gonna change is just like being calm in the moment, having confidence, understanding that this is a part of the process and that you're going to get to the end of it at the end of the day. And so, and that's how I've been moving with my most recent projects. It's just like just taking it day by day.
Okay. And I remember I was telling you, like, as you were going through the project, as you was in the fire, I don't want to give you the answer, but
Okay.
once you go through that process, fire, now you're becoming a diamond. Would you say you confidently can go on interviews now, even before you were, but now you got more experience? You use the stuff I taught you in the program to get you through this in terms of how to think, how to go about problems, even learning the basics, Docker, like AWS, just different stuff like that. Like, do you feel like if you were to go on another interview, that confidence is just is present, it's just more there? Like,
For sure. I think the the learning gap, but the only learning gap between the boot camp and confidently talking about different projects and things like that is not having done it on an actual job yet. So I feel like once you combine the knowledge from your boot camp plus your project knowledge, and then you actually are getting enterprise level projects as well. Yeah, bro, like you can't tell me nothing, honestly, at this point. Like I can sit here and talk to you about Lambda. I can sit here and talk to you about anything. Like, and I'm gonna make it sound good. Even though I might not know all the ins and outs about it, I know enough to make it sound good regardless.
mhm.
So I think like getting your first job after completing the boot camp, now you're really locked in. Now you're feeling yourself. You're confident because you can talk about, and it's everything's truthful. Like you're on the job now. You feeling like you're doing the day-to-day tasks that we were always talking about in your boot camp. So it's just like, to put what they say, putting the rubber to the road or something, it's just like you're there now. You're in that. So
So you would say the only difference between my program in terms of the tech challenge, like the stuff you have to figure it out on your own, and a real world environment, it's just like you're actually working in the real world as a
yeah, that's the only difference.
okay, and you're getting paid now.
And now you're getting paid. Yeah.
Okay, so would you say like in a sense like my program is like internship, like
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's literally a perfect segue. It's an internship, and then they pay you at the end. They start paying you once you start actually working.
okay,
So you work free for a little bit, and then they start paying you.
okay, and so now that you're working in the field, you getting paid like how now that you have months working in the field getting paid, like how has your life changed since like you know working in this field, money, time, et cetera, et cetera. Like how do you
Yeah, it's just everything. Everything is just easier. Like I feel like as a society, money is a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's as much as we like to say money don't bring happiness, shit, it might. It might put a little grin on your face. You feel me? Like it's not, it brings happiness because now you're not worried about bills. You know what I'm saying? You can move how you want to move. And then being that the job is 100% remote, now you have a lot of your time back. You can go to the gym in the middle of the day. You can, you know what I'm saying? You can travel and you know what I'm saying? All that is that work-life balance that everybody wants. We have. And like you said, we work 3 to 5 hours a day when the normal person is working a full 8 hours, clocked in, working hard for the whole 8 hours. And even those 3 to 5 hours that we're working, it's not really like like it's you can take breaks. You can go, you know what I'm saying? You can do what you want to do. So I do think that cloud engineering is the way to go for sure. I'm glad I locked in when I locked in for sure.
okay? And so how does it feel in order to um how does it feel in order to let's say if you wanted to, you can travel um and then having that money abundance like do you feel like it's going to hurt like let's say you wanted to go to Miami like
Mhm.
and like do you feel like it's going to hurt your pockets like how does it feel if Like, how does that feel in terms of like
I
when?
could I could go empty my bank account out right now and go buy something extravagant and just I'm just I knowing that I'm going to be continuing getting paid the way I'm getting paid for the rest of the month. Like just knowing that you have that fat old check hitting your account every 2 weeks, it's just like let's go. Like Miami, shit, Cabo, where we going? Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm down. Count me in.
Okay.
So
And so for the rest of your life, you can confidently say like money will never be an issue because you have this skill set for the rest of your life to like make how much you think you can make, like if you wanted to, based on the value that you bring to the table with the skill set that you have.
oh, I mean, sky's the limit. I mean, I can't even really put a monetary ceiling to how much money I could make. But for what I'm doing, for what I see for myself in my life, like I'm gonna run it up with 2 or 3 cloud engineer jobs at some point. You know, like that's my goal. Like right now, I'm comfortable. Right now, I'm comfortable. I'm able to pay all my bills very comfortably, buy new things very comfortably. Like I'm cool right now, but I'm gonna get back in that mode real soon, in which I'm back out there applying, and I'm gonna go get that $1 million a year that we always be talking about.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
yeah, that's the limit.
So I want to touch on this, but a lot of people, um, honestly, since I've been like marketing the business, people reach out to me in the DMs with like I get a lot of haters. Some people they're kind of saying like, "Oh, why are you like telling people about job stacking?" And I want to touch on this because when we talk about 2 to 3 jobs, we're talking about doing it legally and ethically the right way. And that's something I am going to teach you how to do. Once you do get the second and third job. There's a specific way to going about it where it is legal and companies know, right? And it's a proper way of doing that. So I kind of just wanted to touch on that because you did mention, 2, 3 jobs, but I'm going to show you how to do that the proper way. Uh,
Yeah.
and so, all right, cool. Like good money coming in, good time, skill set. Like you never got to worry about money again, like ever.
Yeah.
If you wanted to get, let's say you leave your job and you travel for a year, if you wanted to get another job, 150, 160, you can. Even let's say 130, right? That's the lowest. And that's good money.
100%.
That's just one job.
That's just my job.
Cool, cool. So this is the last question I'm gonna ask. Let's say we're on an interview and I'm like, hey, tell me the last 2 projects. Tell me what you've done. Tell me some of the problems you faced. And tell me how you overcame that. And yeah, moving
Okay,
forward.
okay. So, I mean, the Lambda project, the first project that I had, that project gave me the most problems I ever had. So, I mean, I had problems with multi-factor authentication, ran into IAM role issues. Um, I mean, bro, there was just problem after problem with that one. And I mean, like I said, each problem, there's a solution to it. And so it's like, but then even though you get to that solution, there's going to be another problem. So I think that project right there, I had the most problems with. Um, but my knowledge base expanded insanely. So I think like I'm thankful for being able to go through that project. And I'm thankful that that was my first project as well, because good, good.
No, because I was gonna say, you say your knowledge expanded, like in terms of like, let's say the problem is multi-factor authentication. Like you had to
Mhm.
learn about it, learn about the problem, stuff like that. Is
Yeah,
that
I had the deep dive. I was going down so many different rabbit holes trying to figure out a solution. So in that, you're learning just by trying to solve a problem. You're learning so many different things. And so you're low key learning stuff that you probably don't. I didn't even need to know, honestly, but it helped out. Now I have the knowledge base in my head.
okay? And so what does that look like? Let's say there's a problem. Like what is like your step-by-step mindset, like things that you do, your methodology of like solving that problem.
So I mean, I just want to give a like if ChatGPT could take a percentage of my salary, I'd bless bro, honestly. Like bro is really one of them ones. Like, I mean, just going into the rabbit hole of ChatGPT. Like I'm learning. I learned so much. So I mean, my methodology would be, I do a lot of screenshotting too. So I'll screenshot something that my team lead says or something like that. Screenshot anything, and I'll post it into ChatGPT, and it'll give me a lot. and then I'll break it down. I'll break it down. I'll keep going into it more. Like if it's not giving me everything that I want, I'll go into it more. Ask another question. And I think that's the main thing about ChatGPT is like people think is just white and black. Like it's not. Like you can manipulate ChatGPT a little bit to give you more of what you need to know. So I think that's very key with cloud engineering. Like it's sometimes low key chat can lead you the wrong way.
Mhm.
But that's up to you to catch. Like if you're just expecting ChatGPT to just give you the answer and now you're scotch free and project complete, then you're never gonna get finished the project.
Mhm.
Now, if you're manipulating ChatGPT, they're giving you stuff and you're manipulating it to further, you know what I'm saying, further yourself down that rabbit hole, then you're gonna be successful. So I think that's very key. And I'm always taking notes. Like when I'm if I learn something, I'll put it aside, put it in I have a OneNote, I put it aside in there. I might come back to it, might not, but I still have a OneNote with all these random facts about AWS.
Nice, nice. That's important.
Yeah,
So like the first step is like really recon, like just gather information, right?
yeah,
About the problem, maybe something your team lead says.
for sure.
So like, well, with that, what's the next step? Like, what do you do?
The next step after that, I mean, you just run in circles. You run in circles until you can't run in circles no more. And then if you have a question, like I feel like when I was my first project, I was kind of not trying to ask questions. Like I was just trying to run in my own circle. But I mean, at the end of the day, you have a team lead, you have a team that are probably equally or if not more knowledgeable than you. And you can just ask them questions like say, but don't ask them straight up. Like you come to them with, oh, this is what I've done. You give them a whole script. This is what I've done. This is the troubleshooting steps that I've done as well. Do you have another route that I should go? Do you have any insight of a route that I should go? And then that they might give you a whole another list of a completely different way to go. And then you take that way and you run with it. You run into another problem, you can ask again. Like it's not and I think once I realized like it was just a free room for exchange of information, that's when I started getting more comfortable with the whole idea of, cloud engineering.
I never ever like thought about it like that, but what you said is crazy. Like it's like a room of just exchanging information. And that literally is what it is to get you up and like learn more, grow more, solve problems, become more valuable as an AWS engineer, which is bro, the sky's the limit in terms of like the income you can make in this field. Uh,
Um,
but that's pretty much it. Anything else you want to say? Like it could be nothing, or if it's something you want to share to anyone watching this video right now.
hey man, if you're watching this video, 1% University, lock in, you know what I'm saying? Stop partying, lock in. Like treat this like a school. He has it set up like a 4-year university or 4-year accredited university. Treat it like that. You feel me? Like freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, senior year, lock in and you will bear the fruits. I guarantee you. I guarantee you.
Cool. I appreciate it, man. And you did say 4 year, just to be specific. Did it take you, how long did it take you for you locking in to get the results of like cloud?
Uh, I was locked in for like 6 to 8 months, and I mean locked in though. Like I wasn't. I every day I woke up, I did cloud engineering. I didn't. I wasn't going out drinking. I wasn't doing all that other stuff. Like I was locked in. You feel me? So it's possible. And I mean, there's other success. There's better success stories than mine in the chat that I see.
And great.
And yeah, and I see you, Greg. I see what you're doing, Greg, and that's good stuff. And I'm coming. I'm on my way, buddy.
Greg got another offer letter. He didn't post it in the chat. I don't know if I told you or not, but 5 offer letters in like 2 months, 2.5 months.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're part of the 1%. So it's that's what we do at this point. So
Sir, appreciate you, man. Let's run it up. We still got some more work to do. Um, you know, $1 million net worth is the end goal of the 1% University. So, definitely want to get you settled in the junior year since sophomore year is over, and just
yeah,
go to the next steps, man.
yeah, I'm trying to get into them stocks, brother. That's I think that's my next thing I need to do.
Yeah, some people like I don't know if you seen my story, but like
Yeah, I'll be saying you.
people making some good returns just by putting their money from cloud into the stocks, and that money's making money for them, and doing it in a passive way, like stock options is, bro. It's very like you've done the hardest part, which is cloud.
No.
thoughts is I can teach it to you in like 40 minutes. It's just,
That's where I need to go. So we're gonna set up another call for that. You know, we're gonna chat about that.
yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro.
Brother, appreciate you, man.
Cheers.